Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Question for you. Let's say, knock on wood, everything turns out for the best.
What'll the world be like? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of this, do you really think everything will be that different?
A lot will have to change, that's for sure. The world will have to adjust to so much. My only worry is if those changes turn out to be merely skin deep.
What do you mean?
It's well and good putting an end to Renan rule. But if it just turns the tables, it's all for naught.
That's true. Just as bad if the Dahnans started pressing their own.
Renans, Dahnans, astral art users, mages. The world is full of labels used to divide and separate people.
If only we could see differences like that for what they are. No different to someone having a musical talent or being good with their hands. Not differences so much as characteristics.
It will take someone in power to set an example. But with time, people will follow. And then, perhaps one day...
There will no longer be any need for the example. It will have become second nature.
That's where we come in. We can set the example. Imagine it. A world where magic and astral arts are used to help people. Where that's the norm rather than the exception.
Yeah, you're right, Rinwell. Why wait for somebody else? We can show them ourselves.
I wonder what Helganquil civilization was like at its zenith.
I can imagine that'd be something you'd take an interest in.
There's no question it must have been advanced, like none either world has ever seen. We could surely stand to learn a thing or two from such a people.
I get that you're itching to delve into its history, but we've got bigger fish to fry right now.
Put a pin in it, and you can do all the research you want when you retire.
I can think of worse things than a retirement dedicated to research. As for whether Rena is amenable to an aging specimen...
It's a little early to be giving it serious thought just yet.
A man can dream, though. A man can dream.
Oh, we didn't say there's anything wrong with dreaming.
Aline, dreams have a habit of spiraling into something else.
You'll need to stay with us for now, though. You're too helpful to let retire.
Why do I feel this is less of a compliment and more of an ultimatum?
Just a friendly suggestion.
Hey! Hey, I just realized something!
Is this about dinner last night? I didn't realize those ingredients were off.
What? No! I mean... Wait, you fed us rotten food?
Rinwell, the point.
Oh, yeah, right. So I was thinking about those armored soldiers we've seen. There are regular Renans inside them, right?
Yeah, they're designed to make whoever's wearing them stronger. At least, I think that's the idea.
Right. So it kind of begs the question then, why are they made so huge?
I don't know, makes them more intimidating, I guess? Or maybe all that tech wizardry inside takes up a lot of space.
You don't think it's weird how the armored soldiers are the exact same height as the Helganquil?
Can't say I'd ever noticed it till now. And?
Connect the dots, Law!
Okay, let me get this straight. You think the armored suits might have originally been designed to allow Renans to work alongside the Helganquil?
Huh. But if that's true, what would that mean?
It would mean... just that, I guess. But still, don't you think it's kind of interesting?
Not... hugely? Hey, Kisara, well, I've got you. What's on tonight's menu? Because I was thinking, maybe meat?
Get him, Hootle.
Ah! Oh, what did I do?
Oh, now you want to listen. Keep pecking, Hootle!
Ow, ow, ow! Seriously, what the hell?
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
Hey, Law. Been training?
Yeah, I guess I got a little carried away. You think this is bad, you should see the state of my underwear.
Yeah, a word of advice. You might want to refrain from mentioning that stuff around girls. Ones without a military history especially.
Man, can you imagine Rinwell's face? She'd have a nervous breakdown.
I meant in general, but you sure mention her a lot, you know.
Huh? Oh, you know, she's always there, even when you least expect it. Springs to mind easily.
Either that, or maybe some part of you is subconsciously always wishing she was there.
May the trials and tribulations of young romance never change.
Romance? Like I'd be interested in that know-it-all tomboy. I'm more about mature women. Someone more like Kisara.
You know, I used to be a tomboy too when I was Rinwell's age.
Look, it's not tomboys I have anything against. But come on, you've got to admit she can be a lot to handle.
Hey, I miss anything? What's all the fuss about?
Rinwell.
Thunderblade!
Ah! What the hell was that for?
A little birdie told me you were speaking about me behind my back. Whew!
From the looks of it, I'd say you've got yourself a rival.
It wouldn't be called the Spring of Youth without a little storm every now and then.
Hey, Shion. How are you and Alphen getting on these days?
That's a little out of the blue. Why do you ask?
Sorry, it's just... I don't know, I'm just curious, I guess. I mean, a lot's changed now he's got his senses back and all.
I suppose you're right. Well, to tell you the truth, if he'd been the way he is now back when I'd first met him, I probably wouldn't have gotten this involved. But then, if we hadn't met like we did, then I never would have experienced these feelings, so... I guess... it's complicated.
I can imagine. I know it's not the same thing, but... I know what it feels like to have someone you love who's out of reach.
Because of Miguel.
Alphen's still alive. It's not too late, you know. And after all, who can say what the future holds? I think if I were you, I'd take things as they come for now.
Besides, touch isn't everything. I've never touched you, Shion, but that doesn't stop you from knowing that I care about you, right?
That's true. But I do remember back when we first met, you made it plenty clear you weren't my biggest fan.
But that was a long time ago. There were lots of things I didn't understand back then. Not that that's the point.
Don't worry, I'm only teasing. I know what you mean. Thank you. And you're right. There are ways to convey your feelings besides just touching.
I'll say, cooking immediately springs to mind. And if it's someone's favorite dish, all the better. If there's something on your mind that you want to tell him, why not try appealing directly to his stomach?
You might just have a point. I'll give it a shot.
Uh-oh. If it's Alphen's palate you're appealing to, that doesn't bode well for the rest of us.
Well, friendship is about being supportive. Sometimes we just have to do our best and take one for the team, right?
Even after staying here, we never truly got to the bottom of what makes this realm's citizens tick.
Renan and Danon are meaningless distinctions here. To have one's own mind is strictly forbidden. All that matters is blind obedience.
That might be the case now, but it can't always have been like that. There must have been something more.
Once, maybe. Question is that something still salvageable?
If it's not, we'll just have to make something new. No, not we. They've had enough foisted on them as it is.
You're right. It's time the people here had the chance to forge their own path. That's not to say it'll be easy, but it will be worthwhile.
These things take time to... What the... An ambush?
Sorry. There was a huge flying bug and I sort of shot without thinking.
A bug? You mean like a Zoogle?
Something tells me she would have shot it, whether it was a...
The realm is teeming with humid forests. It's only natural insects would feel more at home here than Menancia. In fact, I seem to recall reading somewhere that bugs around these parts lay their eggs in human food to ensure healthy incubation.
Sounds like they're tougher than they look.
What about you, Alphen? Bugs don't creep you out?
I wouldn't say I was their #1 fan. Mind you, if times get desperate enough, I've been known to eat them.
Insects as a culinary option, you say? What kind of seasoning are we talking?
Dohalim, I don't think he was talking about cooking them.
Hey, a lizard!
Oh?
Right.
Okay, off we go.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Okay, off we go.
Isn't that Almadria's?
So this is where her ship drifted.
Then the one who wrote the letter is...
Alive, but badly wounded. I doubt many of the others have survived.
Let's survey the area.
You know, guys, when you think about it, we've taken out a lot of Zeugles. Like, a whole lot.
You can say that again. If one thing's for certain in this world, it's that wherever we go, we'll always end up bumping into them.
Isn't it weird that they're still so plentiful? You don't think the Renans have, like, a ranch where they breed them, do you?
Certainly in all of my years, I've never heard of them constructing such a massive facility on Dana, let alone up in Lenegis.
The only thing I can think of, then, is that the feral ones must be reproducing on their own.
There's also no organized effort on our part to hunt them down, so it's difficult to fully exterminate them.
Exterminate them? Whoa, don't you think that's maybe a little harsh?
What do you mean?
Zeugles originally used to be living creatures native to Dana and Rena, right? Being genetically modified isn't their fault.
You're right. Zeugles were only created because of us Renans. We altered the original creatures to suit our own ends.
First, people made Zeugles, and then we let them go. And now we're trying to kill them because they're a threat. They really have only seen the very worst, huh?
I hope we find a way to be able to live side by side with them one day.
It's a nice thought, but they attack towns and cities. What else are we supposed to do?
Aside from the strays that have gone wild, it's worth remembering that Renans are able to keep them somewhat under control.
If we had distinct territories that didn't overlap, that might reduce the danger they pose.
Well, I guess when you look at it that way, maybe people and Zeugles aren't so different after all.
Let's dispose of the trash. Do it!
The flame inside me yearns to be let
It must
free!
be gutty to fight without a weapon.
I'm not brave. I just do what I have to.
A comfortable win.
I think the animals back at the ranch should be all grown up by now.
This is such a beautiful island.
This looks perfect.
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little? I'm surprised to see you up reading so late. What have you got there?
Oh, it's a book about magic. I was hoping I'd reach the end of this chapter before I went to bed.
I'm impressed you can read all that tiny text without drifting off.
It's easy. Honestly, the subject is so interesting, it keeps me wide awake. Although I have to admit, the more I read this book, the more I realize just how much I still have to learn. I hate not knowing it all, so it pushes me to keep learning as much as I can so I can be a real expert.
So that's why you're studying by the campfire every night, huh? You've really changed, Rinwell.
Really? I don't feel like it.
Remember how you used to be when we first met in Calaglia?
Sure, but that's because I was still hiding a lot from you guys. Am I really all that different aside?
Definitely. It's the difference between a rock and the sun.
Are you saying I used to be like a rock? That's not something you should use to describe a girl, Alphen.
My bad. But the comparison is still apt. You used to not be open with us about your magic at all. And now look at you.
Well, I guess you may have a point. I used to hate studying magic because my parents made me do it. And after everything that happened, I felt like it brought nothing but trouble. But now, I don't think it's so bad after all. Maybe I really have changed more than I thought. All magic is simply astral energy combined with knowledge. It's neither good, it all depends on how you use it. Saying it out loud, I guess I finally made peace with it.
I think you have Law to thank for that.
What? Why him?
I mean, he was kind of the one who...
Nope, he's got nothing to do with it. None. Zilch. Nada. Nothing.
If Law heard that, he'd be pretty bummed, you know.
You're crazy.
Are you saying you rather he wouldn't be? I'd say the fact you can get so worked up about things now is another sign you've changed.
Sounds like someone wants me to put on a little magic show.
All right, all right. I'll take my leave before I say anything else that might get me into trouble. Just make sure you aren't staying up too late, okay?
Ugh, I'm not a little kid anymore. Yeesh. Though actually, it felt kind of nice hearing that. I wonder why. Hootle, let me know if you sense anything. I want to go back to bed. Further!
Here I come! I'm not done!
Freeze Lancer!
Prepare to be seen! Do it! My turn! Raining Slash!
The heavens must be smiling.
Now where might those fish be? I've got something. Anybody could reel in that.
That went pretty well.
Hey, what do you think about that spot?
Good idea. I'll go for that one. All right. Looks like I hooked a pretty rare fish.
There certainly are a wide array of fish on Dana.
Everything looks fine with the lure. All right, let's do this. Ha! All right. Looks like I hooked a pretty rare fish.
Wow, what an awesome fish you caught! Hey, what do you think about that spot?
Good idea. I'll go for that one. I've got something. Well, it's not bad, per se.
Looks like a pretty energetic fish.
Here goes! Strike!
Water Sky Energy!
I'll take you all off!
Firmament Render!
Solid Storm!
You made quick work of them.
Want me to pick up your slack then?
Just pointing it out.
As impressive as always.
Ah, and here I hoped I was improving.
Must be easy to pick off the bad guys from far off.
It is. I mean, aside from adjusting for movement, wind speed, trajectory...
See? Easy.
Ah, guess I misread the landing. It's you.
Lord Dohalim.
I figured I'd find you here, Kelzelik.
You knew he'd be here?
The handwriting on the note was all too familiar to me.
Did you come all the way out here to mock me, or have you changed your mind about putting me to death?
What if I had?
You have no right. You who abandoned your lordly duties and chose to fraternize with embeddeds of all people! And for what? How could someone as powerful as yourself turn your back upon the crown contest?
Not this again.
I ran from this once, but I must face it now. The crown contest was never for me. I apologize for dragging you along, but I do not regret my choice in the slightest. Listen to me, Kelzelik. People change. They can change given time, and regardless of their race. I know you're a capable man. You could do so much for others if you were so inclined.
Me? Impossible. It's too late for me. Death. Death closes in on me wherever I go.
What?
That's Almetrius.
Is she alive too?
It's death!
Has this thing become even more ruthless?
There's nothing more fearsome than a wounded beast.
Especially without its master.
Well, I'm not leaving it to its own devices.
Burn!
Explosion!
I'm on it!
Go for the weak point!
Serpent Knuckle!
Now you see what I can do. Just getting
You're mine!
started.
It looks like you got this one covered.
I owe you one.
So let's do
Watch
it!
this.
Raining Slash!
Tunnel!
Take
Oh,
this!
now you're talking.
Mega Ray! Lightning! Downfall!
Orochi!
I'll bring
Take
you
this.
back from Death's Abyss.
The picture
Raining
of hell.
Slash!
Resuscitation!
It's over! Orochi Fury!
Talon Hurricane!
That's been a smart.
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Freeze Lancer! You can It's weakened!
This ends now! Orochi Fury!
Thanks for the healing.
Watch yourself, okay?
Yeah, you too.
Thunder!
Into the
Crush!
shadows!
Crumble! Raining Slash!
Mega Ray!
Serpent Knuckle! I'm just getting started. Armor won't save you.
Power of my
Raging
You're
Storm!
mine! Orochi Fury! Ah! You're mine! Eternal Devastation!
Tunnel!
Severing Wind! Lunar
I'll
Rondo!
finish you here and now. It's finished.
Let's do it!
I'll burn it all! Ah! Flaming Pillar! Fire!
heart can do.
You're mine! Not today!
Now I'm in the groove. I never miss. Annihilation.
I'm on it.
By the power of
Take
flame.
this.
Powered hurricane. Champion swirl.
Orochi's Fury!
Inferno punch!
All disasters
Try
in
this.
one.
Let's tear him up! Ignore assault! I can carve through armor!
I'll heal you all.
All good things come to an end. So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a bad place.
Nope, that is silly. Now I'm in the groove.
I'm not done!
Off my
More
focus.
for this last time.
What? The picture oil.
Glacial speed.
Do it. Swallow dance.
Thunder astral energy.
Say no more.
Will this help?
You're mine!
Lightning orb.
I'm sorry to be a father.
We've all got enough on us. They're not playing around.
Yours to be let free!
Lightning
I'm not...
I'll smash you! You see what happened there is you crossed me. Shouldn't have done that. Watch this!
Wind.
Watch this!
First force. Heal.
I really know
Now,
you are.
watch him. I'll be...
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
I'm... Going to this one.
Take
Where
this.
was that came from?
Orochi's Fury!
Steel Runner. Resurrection. Into the... There you go.
Here
Don't
comes
let up.
something big!
Try to dodge.
Try harder!
Pain between heaven and earth.
Strike! Flame inside me! Yours to be let free! Here I come! Blew away! I'm not done!
Now I'm in the groove!
Thunder! Big blast! You're mine!
Now you see what I can do!
You may be strong, but I'll never back down!
Eat this!
Resurrection!
You're mine!
Thunder field! Searing flame!
Everything is nicely
Magic advance! Tidal wave! You get the gist.
Now I'm in
I'm
the
almost
groove!
impressed.
How's praise coming from you?
I said almost. Don't get carried away.
Ignite!
Outstanding form. Raging storm.
Here I come!
Take this!
Orochi's Fury!
Ice crystal spear. Here's evil. The enemy is going all out.
Through armor!
Thunder Fang!
Handle this.
Explosive
Gale force.
ray!
Knuckle.
You're mine!
Of creation.
Eagle
Blew away!
Dance immortal
You're
power.
gone! That freaking does it!
Finish with a
Orochi's Fury! You're mine! I'm not done!
I'll finish you here and now!
Here, let me help.
Awesome!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Right.
Here I come!
You see what happened there is you crossed me. Shouldn't have done that.
Healing circle.
That's
Raining blast!
Thanks, Shield.
Be careful not to
All yours, Kisara.
There.
Would you come with us? We can take you someplace safe.
To where? Where could I possibly be safe from that?
What are you talking about? We already took care of the monster.
No! Death is immortal by its very nature. Even now it haunts me. It hounds me. The Silver Death curses me incessantly with its many faces, many voices. Don't follow me. Leave me be. Leave me alone! Ah!
What's happened to him?
Whatever it is, it seems we have read the situation wrong.
He spoke of a silver death. Do you think he could be referring to the people back in Vicente that he hollowed?
He did so at Almadria's urging. I'm sure that somewhere deep down, he felt guilt and remorse for what he did. It was easy to blame it all on Almeidrea while she was alive. But now that she's gone, he has no one left but himself to blame for his own misdeeds. He's alone with his guilt on this island.
But it sounds like he lacked the mental fortitude to endure it.
Makes sense. Sounds like just desserts to me.
Almeidrea's monsters had nothing to do with it then.
So he was a Renan, yet he regretted his part in the Dahnan's persecution. And now he's beyond help.
Should we really just wash our hands of him, though?
To be honest, it seems like he's punished himself far more than any punishment we could hope to mete out. Dohalim.
If I hadn't met all of you, No, even after that. If I hadn't accompanied you on this journey, it's entirely possible that might have been me.
But you did. You're here with us now. And you didn't stumble upon redemption, Dohalim. This is the path you chose for yourself.
Yes, I suppose it is.
Check out these biceps. Pretty glorious. Right?
Why are guys so obsessed with their muscles?
Because these puppies have yet to let me down.
There.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
Yes.
Excuse me!
Hey!
Really now?
What?
I see. Agreed.
Very nice.
Halim, the line of researchers is getting longer.
Perhaps I should have put more thought into this before accepting.
Right!
Saxleo Temple. Isn't that where Shion was being held?
Oh, shh. Wasn't it beautiful? I can't wait for this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Just great.
Cheers!
Cheers! What?
Nice try, you two.
Never.
Wait.
I couldn't catch it.
Oh no. This is...
I'm alone.
What can I do to get her to snap out of it? There aren't any thorns this time. Oh, I've got it!
Alphen?
Shion, you're not alone. You've got all of us. And it wasn't... There's also this one from me. So please, we'll fight this together.
You dummy! That's not what I was upset about. How many times do I need to tell you not— That said, it does make me feel better. Even if your bouquet is just a weapon named after one.
I'm just glad I could help. And I made another one to go with it, so it wouldn't be...
You never cease to amaze me, Alphen.
Feeling better now, Shion?
I'm sorry I lost my cool like that.
Don't worry. It's not like I have any room for criticism.
Being a grown-up isn't easy, is it? Dohalim pancakes!
Huh?
Sure is good to be back in the pleasant climes of Menancia. Especially after the extremes of some of the other regions we visited.
Definitely. Your country is beautiful.
You do me an honor. However, this place was never mine to own.
I didn't mean it that way. Though, I guess technically you weren't born here either. Native or not, that doesn't change the feelings you had for the place. If I were you, I'd try to take a little pride in people's compliments.
Allow myself to feel pride, huh? That sounds like no easy task.
Nothing sounds easy when you overthink things the way you do. It must be exhausting.
He's always worrying about something. It's probably what gives him his eye for detail.
Yeah, so we'd noticed.
Let's change the subject, Alphen's awakening, Shion's decision to revolt, the Danon uprising in Calaglia, the crown contest's final. sputtering throws.
Zephyr's being in the right place at the right time. The fact that you happened to be a lord just as this was all going on.
It's almost as if we were brought together by design. By someone who wanted to bring down the system.
No, enough Hand of Destiny talk. We did this on our own steam. It's our responsibility to see it.
Did Law just utter a pearl of wisdom?
I do think about things, you know. Just what do you take me for exactly?
Honestly, I always sort of pegged you as a likable dolt.
What the hell makes me a dolt, you...
I mean, she did say he was a likable dolt, didn't she?
Let's refrain from poking this particular Zoogle any further. Some lessons just can't be taught.
Not to dolts, anyway.
Hey, Kisara, what's your secret for putting up with Dohalim? I don't know how you managed to deal with him.
Secret? Oh, I don't think it's as difficult as all that, really.
Could have had me fooled. Anyone who waxes lyrical on the aesthetic qualities of cactus thorns is a step too far for me.
And thus into regular conversation? How am I supposed to react?
He likes the sound of his own voice, that's for sure. I say let him have his fun. No need to try and understand anything he says.
Has he always been like that?
He didn't seem as on edge all the time back in Menancia. Though he was my superior back then. So who's to say what I didn't see?
The Lord of Cislodia hid in plain sight while a crony posing as him carried out all his business. What if the Lord we met in Vicente was really...
An imposter? Dohalim? Hardly. Like it or not, that's him all right. In all his flamboyant, circumloquent...
That on a daily basis.
Come to think of it, what with being a lord and all, two on an equal basis.
It wouldn't surprise me. Having you guys around, having a family in a way, must be what's helped him change.
A little heads up on some of his eccentricities would have been nice.
It's those eccentricities that make him who he is.
With equal parts compassion and passion, always ready to delectable, ineffable Dohalim Pin.
That's quite the sales.
This is all new to me as well.
Why, if it isn't Lord Dohalim himself?
Might as well have some while we're here.
Indeed. However, I'm not sure how I feel about eating my own visage in front of the populace.
At least let me show you how to make them. I'll also...
Oh, this sounds like pure gold.
Hey, we should make some pancakes right now.
They were drawing Dohalim's face back there. That seems like a handy trick to keep in your back pocket.
The recipe's light on ingredients, and a little extra work could bring the flavor right out.
Great, then let's make some together.
Sure, I got this.
You're out, Alphen. I don't need spicy pancakes. You're out too, Kisara. You'd win easily.
Win what?
Yes, a contest between me, Xion, and Dohalim.
Wait, what? I'm more of an eating specialist.
You can say that again.
I accept any and all challenges.
Great. Then I'll be the judge.
I can gather the ingredients.
Okay.
Hey, what about me?
Maybe we'll have some luck finding what we need at the farm.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind.
Right. Thanks.
Oh. Whoa! Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to find out once and for all whose pancakes reign supreme.
I guess he's emceeing now.
Let's hear some thoughts.
Indeed. This is a highly eclectic group of competitors. I look forward to seeing what they produce for us today.
Expectations sure are running high. Ah, and here comes Shion with her entry.
I applied all of my know-how to this, and
Well, that's bold.
Nothing wrong with Shion holding her head high.
I mixed in some candy that tingles the tongue.
Oh, but it's quite, a mouthful, as it were. It might be too sweet.
Well, I should hope so. I put in as much food and sugar as I could. It should provide 3 days' worth of nourishment.
3 days worth?
Our judge has been left stunned.
And not in a good way.
Now it's time for the Lord himself.
Here is what I made.
What the?
Dohalim pancakes!
I can't believe he actually did the art.
Go on, relish my crowning achievement.
Well, don't...
Not even a moment's pause.
Dohalim, there's some
Indeed. I gathered delicacies the world over, and that's what makes my pancakes are overrated anyways.
And you're out.
Defeat.
And just like that,
Well, they're both just so How am I supposed to follow their acts?
Rinwell, you're up.
Okay, I'm coming. Ooh! Oh, your face. Whew. Are you sure? Okay, made it.
Oh no.
It's nice and soft around the edges, and yet the contrast of fluffiness and firmness is simply fascinating. That, and it's the strangest thing, it gives me this odd sense of art. I give this...
Rinwell!
Looks like you, Rain.
I don't understand. Huh?
She took off running to burn off the food she ate.
I may have done her a disservice. I guess I was only...
You know, these other ones are actually pretty good.
I agree. Still...
Yeah, no...
In fact, I would love to What if...
Don't worry.
I can't wait.
You just draw...
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
I feel like somebody's watching us.
Hey, Rinwell, tell me about your parents. What were they like?
They were kind. That's the part I like to remember. They could also be strict, though, especially when it came to magic. I never understood why I had to work so hard to learn magic. Why we couldn't just be done with it and live openly like everyone else. Needless to say, that didn't go over well. Of course, if I'd known that one day I'd be doing this, I would have taken my studies more seriously. What about your parents?
Same deal. Run through the mill. Told constantly that training was the only way to survive in a world like this. It got bad enough that I ended up running away and siding with the Renans of all people. And now, I've got that training to thank for being alive.
I know how that feels.
The first time we met, you risked using your magic to stop me from kicking my dad's ass. You could have done anything else. You could have ignored it. So, why?
Yeah, I guess something about Zephyr reminded me of my own father.
You don't say. So, did your pops and mine look a lot like each other?
Not really. Not at all, in fact. I don't know how to explain it.
Wow. Well, I won't pretend I understand, but I'm glad. Your dad must have been a great guy.
He was.
Maybe it's the snow soaking up all the sound, but something about Cyslodia always feels mysterious to me. Solemn, almost.
When it comes to solemnity, I'd say our own Altalina Palace is no slouch.
I won't argue with you there. Still, that azure tint of the shadows on the silvery white snow, it has a certain indescribable quality.
Indeed. It was boorish of me to even suggest such a comparison.
All I know is it's freaking cold. Still, more pleasant now that the locals aren't quite as frosty towards us.
Well, excuse me if I'm too frosty for your warm self.
Oh, come on! You know I didn't mean you. Besides, really, I'm the one who...
How about we stop getting hung up on the past for a change? Take what you've learned and put it to use in the future instead.
An unexamined past can be just as dangerous in its own right.
Better that than obsessing over it like a certain someone I know.
Kisara doesn't mince her words, does she?
I could say the same thing about one or two of the other women around here.
Tell me about it.
I think I'll refrain from commenting on this one.
Hootle, I've got some dried fish for you. You want some?
Forget that. Doesn't some tasty red meat sound better, boy?
Hey! Stop trying to coax him away with treats. Get your own adorable sidekick if you're so desperate for one.
He appears to enjoy being the center of attention.
Funny how things change. He and Rinwell used to be joined at the hip, or shoulder to talon.
It's not just Hootle who's become more trusting. Isn't that so, Rinwell?
They do say pets and their owners act alike. I suppose since we've been together, I've done my share of coming out of my own shell too.
Well then, I guess with you and Hootle, that makes us all one big happy family.
Sometimes when I'm deep in thought, Hootle will come over and sit next to me. I only wish I could actually pet him.
Oh, you will someday. You won't believe how soft he is.
Wish I had that problem. I'm lucky if I can so much as look at old Featherbrain without him trying to claw me to ribbons.
Really? He seems tame enough around everyone else. Maybe...
That's dogs, not owls.
What's going on when Hootle pecks at you?
I don't know. Like when I'm talking to Rinwell, it's like he's trying to muscle me out or something. Unless... Wait.
Come again?
Ow! Ah! Get off of me!
I rather think they make a good comedic pairing.
That's suspicious.
Hey!
Got it.
All right!
What is this place?
There's a hot spring here!
What's a hot spring?
It is a place where hot water reaches the surface from underground. It's nature's very own open-air bath.
Oh, it's a bath. Then count me out.
Think of it like soaking in a giant bathtub!
I say we go for it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! You mean together?
What? Of course not. We'll go first, you men after.
I think not. No one takes the first bath from me.
Oh boy, here we...
Okay. Let's...
House Ilkaris will never be bested.
Okay, Hot Spring.
Oh, now you're on board.
You're not undressing, Dohalim?
Oh, yes. I'm used to having an attendant handle such things. Could I trouble you to undress me?
Us? No way! Why the hell am I doing this?
Lift your leg, would you, Dohalim?
Thank you.
Ah! You really do have knickers!
This does feel kind of nice.
It was certainly worth the trip.
I feel more tired than ever, though. Dohalim? What was that for?
Oh, It's to have the servant man bring me a drink, of course.
Is drowning other guests allowed in this place?
This is nice. Still, it's a little lukewarm.
The temperature? Well, I find it just right.
If anything, it's too hot.
Really? It's not hot enough for me. Be right back. I'm gonna borrow the blazing sword from Xion.
Man, he's gotta be joking.
Xion, I need a favor.
Alphen, you're...
What? But I...
That was a fine bath indeed.
Yeah, we should do that again sometime.
Some walls are better left standing.
Yeah.
Aw, are you tired, Hootle?
Yeah!
Looks like we're up.
Oh, I can't wait.
No peeking, okay?
Ha! You wish.
Take all the time you like.
I feel alive again.
This from the youngest of us.
Really, though. This is nice. I never imagined I'd get to have a group bath with you girls.
Gosh, Xion, your skin's so flawless. How do you do it?
You must tell us your secret.
Oh, thanks, girls.
It looks so silky smooth. I want to reach out and touch it.
Hey, hands off, remember?
You're so muscular, Kisara.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that, Rinwell.
Law.
What?
There are some walls that boys are meant to surmount.
Right.
Only by surmounting said walls does a boy become a man. And as it so happens, I can assist with that. Are you game?
Are you sure you want to do that?
Alphen! This is an important rite of manhood, right?
If you say so.
A man of principles.
That's not a bad thing.
You wouldn't deny me the chance to be a man, would you?
Indeed. You wouldn't take away the opportunity for a young person to flourish, would you?
Alphen's pretty cool, but he can be kinda dense sometimes.
Well, he went a while not feeling any pain.
You can't deny you're a match, Xion.
Yeah, totally.
What was that for, Rinwell?
The dirty-minded devils, that's what.
What? Alphen! What happened to you all?
I had no part in any of it. You've got to believe me.
That was a fantastic bath.
Yes, we should all come back sometime.
Us too.
suppose some walls are better left unmounted.
Yeah.
There's history in the air here. I can... smell it.
I don't smell anything.
Don't encourage him.
Hey.
Yes.
Just great.
How's this?
Got it.
Hey,
Yay!
All right. I never realized before just how hot this place is. It's like being inside a fire.
You're only just noticing? Ah, yes, forgive me. The whole lack of sensory feedback situation.
That's the one. It's hard to believe I once worked in this soup, let alone helped spearhead a revolution.
and all with the mask concealing your face. It must have been very grimy beneath that.
Back then, we had our plates full enough dealing with constant abuse from our Renan overlords. It never occurred to me the air itself was oppressive in its own way. My head's spinning just with the effort it takes to walk.
I think that's called heat stroke. You might want to take a sip of water.
You mean that water that's been festering under the sun for days? I wouldn't chance it without boiling it first.
Oh, I know! I'll go to the dock and fetch us some clean water.
Water alone won't suffice. He'll need to ensure his sodium levels are replenished as well.
In that case, let's see if we can rustle up some rock salt. Alphen, you go cool off in the shade for a while. Xion, stay and keep an eye on him.
And then there were two.
Bit of an overreaction, but it's still kind of them.
Maybe it's not the time, but this place brings back memories.
I know what you mean. We're back where it all started.
You don't ever regret meeting me sometimes, do you?
Are you kidding? You started all of this. Bringing down the wall, retrieving my sense of self. I have no regrets.
Welcome back, Law.
Hey, Alphen, what do you think of that chick over there?
Doesn't look like she really works out.
I'm not talking about her muscles, you dummy!
Hey! Yes!
Right.
Sure.
I don't believe this! Ah!
Okay! Great! Got it.
Yes! Yes!
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Let's see what's going on around here.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Hey.
Yeah!
Just great.
I guess... Thanks.
Huh?
Well... All right.
All right.
I guess. Got it.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Is this the barrier that's keeping the Zoogle in that Nath mentioned?
Looks like it. Our Zoogle pal should be on the other side.
This barrier is weird. It looks old and half-finished. Plus, he said it was okay to break.
I mean, we won't need it anymore once the Zoogle's gone, right? So what does it matter? Did they really think that barrier was enough for a Zoogle like that?
It was. That thing was sturdier than you give it credit for.
Really? So that's the Zoogle, huh? This should be a piece of cake.
Don't get careless, Law.
I bet that one could give me a decent work. No backing down! Here I come! Dust to dust! I can carve through all!
Hold it high! Distraction out again!
Whirlwind snap!
Here goes! There you go! Don't let up!
Pieces!
Get out there with the others!
Armor won't save you!
Holy Land! One more time!
I'll finish you here now! Burn! Okay, here I go!
Here now!
Orochi Fury!
Let's tear him up!
Try this! Wither Dragon! Explosive Ring!
I'm just getting started! Let me help!
You're mine! Thunder!
Outstanding form!
Won't save you!
Lunar Blast!
Blew away!
Shouldn't have messed with me.
No escape! I'm on it!
Annihilate!
Bring you apart!
I'm going to need to use
Orochi
all the
Fury!
power of my
This
healing
one's
force.
all mine! Swallow Dance! Talon Storm! Crunch! It's time! Ha! Watch me soar! Heavenly Crimson Blossom! Eat this! Burn! An astral art?
That's my shield!
Blow away! Shut him down!
A whirling struggle! Annihilation!
Here it comes!
First force!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone!
Here goes! Alright, it's showtime! Lightning! Raging Storm! Celestial Curse! Arctic Curse!
Blow away! Ignite!
Looks like you got this one covered! Show us what my heart can do!
Orochi Fury!
I'm on a roll now! Tempest
No
Swirl!
escape!
Resurrection!
I'll bash in their defense!
Glad you have your use!
I'll show you how you
Right,
like
watch
it!
out! Blah, blah, blah.
Bring it down!
Air Blast requires
You're mine!
To an end.
Bring it down! This one's all mine! Try this! Not today!
I'm just getting started!
This is looking good!
Came between heaven and earth, blah, blah, blah. Got it! Now's our chance! Field!
Blow away!
Watch this!
I really am
It's
over!
That's freaking something! Now Dragon Tail! Here, I'm on a roll now!
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
Oh, now you're talking.
I'm going to need to use all the power of heaven and earth to accomplish this.
Smash
A
you!
wailing banshee of lightning!
That's much better.
Resurrection!
You're mine!
Requires a blah, blah, blah. Radiant, tidal wave! You get the gist. And
Blow away!
Photon,
Ready to hear it now!
Take now.
Take
I'll be saving this
This
one.
one's all mine! Burn!
The enemy is going all out!
Dragon Tail!
It's about to strike!
Look sharp, everyone! I'll tear you apart!
Blah, blah, blah. That's it.
Amazing.
Ready and now!
All in. Phase one. Come forth and
Smash
lead
you!
security.
You're mine!
Burning strike. Maelstrom.
Watch this!
Red.
No! Keep!
This has got your name on them.
Try harder!
First aid. Raging
Raining
storm.
flash! Blew away!
Hard
No
battle.
escape!
Now we can do
Blew
it.
away! Doubly! In an instant! Impact Claw!
Huh? What's a letter doing in a place like this?
Hell if I know. I highly doubt that Zoogle was trying to guard it. Still, somebody must have left it for some... Law.
Huh? What's up?
Something up?
It's from my old man. My dear son, I wonder how things will be between us by the time you read this.
In any case, I first want to congratulate you on all that you've accomplished. Making it this far requires a strong body, fine technique, an unwavering spirit, and most of all, friends that you can count on. If you have all of that, then I, as your father, have nothing to worry about. Those things together will always keep you on the right path. That brings me to what I really wish to discuss with you. As with all of us, there will someday come a time when you'll be a grown man who can and must think and act for himself. Whether you'll live in a world where blood will no longer be spilled between Dahnans and Renans, or when that day arrives, nobody can say. But even if peace still eludes us then, you'll have to decide how to live in this world. Listen to others with an open heart, but don't be swept away by their words. Always live on your terms. One more thing. If I ever see you again, I hope to say this to you in person, but neither of us knows what tomorrow may bring. Know this. Whatever you think of me and what I've done, your mother and I love you very, very much.
And there's nothing in this whole world that will ever change that. Your father, Zephyr.
Zephyr.
I can't believe he's only telling me all this after he's gone. What am I supposed to do with this?
Zephyr once told me that living freely meant being your own master. I think he wanted to make sure you know how he felt one way or another. What you do with that knowledge is up to you.
But that still doesn't explain why his father left that letter for him here, of all places.
Don't forget, we were led to this place. We may well get some answers if we go back to the source of all this.
We finally made it.
Hey.
Hey.
I guess... No way. Damn.
Whew. All right. This is... Thanks.
You okay, Law? You seem kind of quiet.
I'm fine. Just feels a little weird returning home now that my dad's not here, I guess. Oh man, sorry. I didn't mean to bum you out too.
So I guess that means you'll be visiting your dad's grave while you're here. Right, Law?
His grave? What are you, nuts? There is no grave. The Rena would only destroy it the moment they found it.
Back before Calaglia was liberated, dead slaves would be dumped in mass burial sites. Either that or thrown on top of a bonfire. We got used to cremating our own to deny them the pleasure. Then we'd sprinkle the ashes from high up as a way of returning them to the motherland.
It's all we could do. That's the ceremony we had when my mom died, too.
But that was back then, right? Calaglia is liberated now. There's nothing to stop you from raising a true grave anymore.
I suppose you've got a point. Once you've been doing something for generations, though, it sort of begins to take root. It's a tradition of its own now.
My dad wouldn't want that anyway. Cheap and simple, he'd say. Besides, I can't treat him differently than my mom. They might not end up meeting on the other side.
I hadn't thought of it like that. Wow, imagine. The two of them reunited. Back home where they belong. They're probably watching over us right now. At one with Great Dana. There's something almost poetic about it.
That's why I can't afford to screw up. If I know my pops, something as paltry as death won't stop him from coming to box my ears. Still, better than being left alone, I guess. Better than never knowing. You hear that, Dad? I'll make you proud. You'll see.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
We finally made it.
I think Hootle senses something.
Hoo-hoo! Hoo-hoo!
Maybe some... something's... going on in the forest. Whoo! I think Hootle senses something.
Hey, she's pretty cute.
Who are you looking at? Quit gawking and let's go.
Ow!
Hoo! Hoo! Hoo hoo hoo!
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Get lost!
Here I come!
Remember to tell me if you need healing.
I expect you'll be in high demand if that's the case. I wonder what we'll find out there this time.
Most likely Zeugles, I would reckon.
I mean, other than them.
Remember to tell me if you need healing.
I expect you'll be in high demand if that's... the case.
Hey, new equipment!
There.
I'm going to need to use all the... You are in tip-top shape.
As soon as I'm done here, I'll come help out. They've really got us on the ropes.
Don't forget to heal your wounds. As impressive as always.
And here I hoped I was improving.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
All aboard the victory train!
Overconfidence can bite you in the butt. Maybe something's going on in the forest.
We should be able to cook here.
We seem to have come across something a little unusual.
Hey! New equipment!
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Looks like we've warped into that pit of astral energy.
Helganquil!
Guess they don't need their Red Woman disguises anymore.
Wait, can you understand us?
It's no use. We're not going to get through to them.
So they really are being controlled. In that case, we've got no choice.
I knew there was something off here!
They're not pulling punches. We have no choice but to beat them at their own game.
You're mine! First strike!
Magic
We're cleaning house.
Let me take the rest of them!
Well, someone's feeling lively. So it's I'm on a roll!
I can't imagine what we'd do without you, Rinwell.
The enemy
Who,
will
me?
us too.
You'll soon see about that.
Not today! Now! Here I come! I owe you one!
You shouldn't have messed with me!
Strike!
Fury!
Raining slash!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Alphen.
I can't forgive them for what they've done, but I hate killing them. They don't even know why they're fighting. How does that even make them any different from the Dahnan slaves?
Perhaps. However, if we don't make a choice, the guilt of not doing anything will be that much worse.
Yeah, I know. I hate for it to be like this.
I wonder if we're going to get attacked again.
If we lose heart now, this whole mission is over. We have to stay the course.
I thought there'd be more dirt and rocks and stuff underneath the hollowed ocean.
I would imagine they're remnants left behind by the Helganquil, seeing as there's little actual land remaining.
It's incredible. Do you think it stretches all the way down to the center of the planet?
Hey, these guys built Lenegis, remember? He probably did this in a weekend.
If they had the power to create things like this, did they really only use those immense capabilities to serve the Great Spirit? Or rather, was that the only use the Great Spirit let them use their capabilities for? We haven't seen anyone here except Helganquil. Looks like this place really is their home planet.
The true citizens of Rena. What a shame that they have become nothing more than puppets to the Great Spirit. To think of the promise their accomplishments once held. They had the potential to be great indeed.
Do you think we could have got along with them? You know, if we had met under different circumstances. Like...
Or we don't even know if they would see us as being on an equal level with them or not.
I think we may have had the chance once, before the Renan Great Spirit came along and changed everything.
You and Alphen both share an optimism. A strong willingness to believe in hope.
Do you think that's foolish?
On the contrary, I should like to take a leaf from your book myself. In Tragedy's Aftermath, hope is all we have.
Just look at the size of that thing. The Helganquil's technology certainly is impressive. And they don't seem to do things by halves either. In the past 300 years. Oh, even before that. Just how many people, Renan or Dahnan, do you think have ever seen this?
Regarding the past 3 centuries, at least, I'd say there's a good chance that we're the first. Also, while I get that it's impressive and all, I'm just amazed you're still standing around gawping at it at a time like this. Sometimes I wonder about your priorities.
I can understand where he's coming from. More to the point, does anyone know where it leads?
What do you mean where it leads? To the center of the planet, of course.
And that doesn't strike you as sounding just a little bit, oh, I don't know, far? There has to be a quicker way to get there, right?
Yeah. With all this technology at their fingertips, it seems pretty unlikely that they'd make that kind of journey on foot. There must be some kind of device somewhere. Let's see if we can figure out how to use it.
Borrow one of their contraptions? You're either brave or out of your mind.
If it works for them, there's no reason it wouldn't for us. Why make things harder for ourselves?
You know what he's like, Law. Once he gets an idea in his head, there's no talking him out of it.
A six-armed giant. Is this the Zeugl from...
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out. Armor won't save you.
This is gonna need all of us together.
In a bind.
Thanks for the healing. Watch yourself, okay? Yeah, you too.
Now I'm in the groove. Anything in armor is all mine.
Meteor storm. Burning.
I'll smash you. Now I'm in the groove.
Now, while it's reeling.
Take it down. Radiant storm.
Take this.
Here goes.
Thanks, Shield. Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
All finish you here now.
Here I come. Holy land.
In front of my watch it.
Do it. Astral energy.
Say no more.
Here I come.
It's
on. Raining strike.
Let's go.
Eat dirt.
Tectonic fire. I'll smash you. Now I'm in the groove.
There you go. Don't let up.
Now I'm real mad.
They're not playing around.
Take this. Tectonic fire.
Alright.
Come on, roll now.
In here.
Talon Sora.
I'll be saving this one.
Talon Hurricane.
Explosion.
I'll crush you. Lightning reflexes. Tenebrous claw.
Hear me. Flame of fury.
Anything in armor is all mine.
Great for here. It looks like we've got this covered.
I'll crush you.
Falling behind. This one keeps charging us.
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it. I'll leave it to you. Try this.
Lunar corruption.
Let's tear 'em up.
Celestial lightning. Back into the fray.
Now you see what I can do.
Burning.
attack.
Right. Watch out. Far enough.
I'm not done.
Air dropping knuckle. Blah blah blah. Will this work? Seal.
That freaking does it.
Healing circle.
I really owe you one.
Lightning. A whirling struggle. Winds of heaven. Burn forth.
What's this?
By the power of fury. Now.
Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade. Well, we beat it in the end.
Let's harvest what we can use and take it with us.
Built for the sake of it and then cast aside. How sad.
Yes. Let's see what's going on. Again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey!
Got it. Very well.
This is the Basit training ground.
Hey, isn't that a Helgen quill?
Is it some sort of prototype?
Whatever it is, it's a real tough customer.
Armor won't save. Now I'm in the groove.
Annihilate! Like drinking water!
Now
In here!
Try this.
Hold on to your heart. Here I come.
Eat this! It's over! Thunder Fang!
Please now.
Thunder!
Here's the healing rush.
Thunder Fang!
I know you just all by us to handle. This will come in handy.
I'm not done!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Vanquish darkness.
I'll finish you here now!
Fluid snap!
Divine! One more time.
Astral Arts?
That's my field.
Shut him down.
Let's go! Hydration orb, man!
Blue escape! Thunder Fang! I'm not done! Thunder Fang!
Shattering the pieces! Attack!
You picked the wrong fight!
Neon, astral energy, full throttle! By the power of the
Take it!
Finish without mercy!
Now you see what I can do!
Here I come!
I'll tear you apart!
Blow away! Orochi's Fury!
Let's tear him up!
Try this!
Not on my watch!
Big Blast of Ring! This one's all mine! Blow away!
Banana, let's go!
Burn it! Okay, you good?
In here! Glacier Spear!
Smash you!
The crumbling!
Now beat the crap out of him!
Remind me to stay on your good side.
Here!
Blow away!
Arch shield!
None shall escape my judgment.
Explosive Ring!
All day! Blah, blah, blah,
You shouldn't have messed with me!
Blue escape!
Do it!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
How about it?
Yeah. Huh?
Hey!
Mm-hmm.
Watch it!
Oh, what?
Seriously? Seriously?
Hey, if we find anyone who needs help here,
I know. We'll make sure to ask what's wrong.
Yes!
Hmm?
Yes! Very nice.
Seriously. What do they take us for?
Research subjects, just like everything else.
Okay, whose turn is it to cook today?
nice try, Law.
Damn, was I that obvious? All right, guess I'll get to it.
Wait, before you get started. Remember when the three of us fixed pancakes back on the farm?
I remember how weirdly proud you were of yours.
Wait, don't tell me you want a rematch.
Oh, no, nothing like that. It's just, I've been thinking about something ever since that day. I used every trick in the book to make the perfect pancake, and yet...
You're wondering why you lost, right?
Pretty sure it's because you pumped Ysara here with enough sugar to give a Zoogle a...
Anyways, I've come up with a recipe, and was hoping you guys could taste them and tell me what you think.
All right. I'm up for round 2. Challenge accepted.
Wait, are we all doing this?
Come on. Shion's clearly put a lot of work into this. I'm sure they'll be great. Right, everyone?
Thanks. Okay, wait here. I'll have them fixed up in just a few moments. Thanks for waiting, everyone.
I can't wait. The way these spices jump about in your mouth, you'd think they'd cancel each other out, but...
They're so sweet, I feel like they'll melt in my mouth.
Holy crap! These are so rich, just the way I like.
You chose the perfect ingredients and heated them just enough to...
The presentation is simply exquisite, and they have such a...
They're perfect!
Shion, these pancakes...
Really?
Although, don't we all seem to have different impressions of...
You're right. It's like...
Here, let me...
It's true. I fine-tuned them to suit each person's unique tastes.
You did that for everyone's pancakes?
It was, but you see, I was so
Here, water!
What's important as a cook isn't what I want.
Well said, Shion. I'm so proud of you for figuring that out. No recipe is complete without love and care for whoever's eating it. Those alone make a dish taste better than any spice could.
So one might say that what makes a meal are both those who prepare it and those who eat it, rather than the...
You've grown so much as a cook, Shion. I have nothing left to teach you.
Oh, thank you, Master.
I must have...
Kisara, let's talk for a bit. Thinking some more about how to realize your ideals?
No. Actually, I find when I think too much about my ideals, I get hung up on the reality of things and lose sight of what... I know what it's like to go hungry. To lose your family. That...
Even thinking about things will make you hungry after a while. You wait here. I'll go whip something up for you.
Thanks for the food.
What's so funny?
Nothing. Just impressed at how good of a cook you've become.
Well, we've been on this journey for a while now.
Yeah. And now there's a simple kind of happiness that comes with that, you know? One that's more powerful and convincing than complicated logic.
That reminds me of something Law said. About how talking too much doesn't put food in people's stomachs.
That sounds like Law. But it's true nonetheless. When you get down to it, all you really need is enough food to keep you full and to be surrounded by people you love.
Speaking of people you love, I haven't heard you talk about Miguel much lately.
Wow, okay. Way to make me feel like the worst sister ever. But you're right. Whatever kind of society we end up having after this, it needs... Don't worry. Once I finish folding these clothes, I'll go to sleep. Before we go, do you guys have everything?
Everything okay there, big guy? You look kind of pissed.
I'll say. He looks like he wants to bite the head off something.
What's eating at you? Come on, Alphen. You're gonna bring us all down if you keep that ferocious scowl on.
Oh.
Yeah, it kinda makes you hard to talk to.
It's,
A pebble?
snuck its way into the back of my boot.
Oh, I totally get you. Weird.
Yeah, it's barely bigger than a grain of sand.
You know, maybe this is a crazy solution, but you...
Phew. It's like I've been given...
Seemed kind of obvious. That's the trouble with windy places. All that fine debris.
Alphen, is it just me, or have you become extra...
Now that you mention it, the other night at camp, there was a fly buzzing around that annoyed him.
So much for sensitive.
Nothing new on that front, then.
What's the matter, Alphen?
He wants to get angry, but knows that doing so would only prove our point. And
would you stop analyzing things?
Point taken.
You think we can take that Zoogle?
If you... You're gonna fight it. I'll cover it. Hi, Hoodle!
Here I come!
Hear me! Fury!
Orochi Fury!
Here's evil! Oh! It'll body slam us into next week!
Now you see what I can do!
The
Can't
flashing
get out
parts
of
are
this.
weak points. Here, let me help.
Orochi Fury!
Lightning Orb!
Let's tear them up!
Explosive ring!
Not today! My focus!
Air thrust!
Here I come! Orochi Fury!
Amazing.
Ready and away!
Incineration wave!
Smash you! I'm just getting started!
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Take this!
Talon Hurricane!
Back into the fray! Cyclone!
Eagle Strike!
Magic is there!
Explosive ring!
You shouldn't have messed with me!
You're mine! This one's all mine!
Magic is there!
I'm just getting started!
Not today!
Holy Land!
Hurricane!
Astral Energy!
Say no more.
The freezing
You're mine!
Whirlwind
Orochi
Snare!
Fury!
Shattering the pieces! Attack time! Now you see what I can... What is this?
Explosive ring!
Get over here!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
First strike! Take this!
Orochi
Fury!
Here goes! There you go! Ice Prison!
Raining
Razor
Strike!
Cyclone! Lunar
Orochi
Collision!
Fury!
Anything in armor is all mine!
By the power of
The
the
flame
Armor
inside
won't
me
save
yearns
you.
to be let free!
Lightning!
Burn it!
I'm almost impressed.
high praise coming from you.
I said almost. Don't get carried away.
Raging Storm! I owe you, Tion.
Healing is what my art do best.
All mine can do is cause havoc and destruction. It looks like you got any
I'll smash you! It's finished!
Let's do it!
Look sharp.
Lightning Tiger Blade! See that?
That training's paying off.
Into the shadows!
Talon Hurricane!
Explosive ring!
That's my focus!
Take this!
I'll show you what my art can do!
Blow away!
Rise and shine! Attain the
It's
power
over!
of
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
What's this?
Divine State Blackboard
Raining Strike! I'm not done!
Oh, now you're talking! Now you see what I can do! Now I'm in the groove!
this one! It's weakened!
Explosive ring! This ends tonight! Raining Strike!
Go away!
River!
Astral Energy!
Say no more.
Take this! Orochi Fury!
Supernova!
Try this!
Here!
Explosive ring!
Freeze Lancer! Radiant
Crush!
Rock split!
Raining Strike!
Tear you apart!
You're finished!
The enemy is now all out!
Burn!
I can carve through
You're
armor!
mine!
In a bind?
It's showtime!
Struck!
Raining Ice Prison! Let me show you what my art
I'm on! Take this! Talon Fury!
Air thrust!
Burn!
A whirling
This one keeps charging
Got
us!
your name
That's
on
what
him!
my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Eagle dive!
Ready to rip! You're mine!
Armor won't save you!
No escape!
You require a hand.
Dust to dust!
Not today!
Lightning Orb!
Now I'm in the
Here I
groove!
come!
Blah, blah, blah,
Orochi
blah.
Fury!
Split!
Tidal wave!
Try this!
Blah, blah, blah. Now, get toasty!
Bird strike!
Remember to tell me if you need... stealing.
I expect you'll be in... Well, most of the perches are filled up now. Frankly,
what cautious lives they must have lived.
They're all so lovely individually, but I think they look down.
I don't know.
Yeah, I guess owls do seem to stare.
You've done well.
He's at it again.
Come on, you know you like it.
Frankly, I never thought you'd gather so many of us.
You are so quick to rescue those in need. You have given us a big, happy family.
We're on the brink of extinction. We must work together if we are to change our fate.
You carry a heavy burden.
Don't you worry. We can change fate. You won't be alone. I promise.
This isn't just your fight. I'm here for you too.
That was you interpreting for the owls, right?
Yeah, of course.
It's nice to see everyone getting along, but perhaps we should be moving on.
Just who was that conversation between?
Try not to think about it too much. Besides, there's still a few empty perches left.
We've come this far. Why stop now, right?
Hey, Hootle. Once we've managed to gather all the owls... Huh? You sense one of your pals, Hootle?
Who?
Are those two discussing relics again?
Then it's a promise.
Indeed it is.
Law, what are you doing?
Huh? Oh, Kisara. It's nothing. It's just, those two are being sneaky over there. I heard something about a promise.
A promise? If it has to do with relics, then what...
Wait. You don't think they're gonna ditch us to become treasure hunters, do you?
I really doubt that.
You never know. He's pretty damn crazy for those relics of his.
Yeah, that's true.
It'd make things difficult for you if they just up and disappeared on us, right?
Yeah, that'd cause some problems.
We've gotta do something to stop them.
Hey, what if we collected all of the relics ourselves?
That's it! Then they wouldn't have to go anywhere!
We might not be able to hear them talk like he can, but we can still search for them anywhere that looks likely.
Yeah, between the two of us, I'm sure we won't miss a single one.
Speaking of which, why are you so concerned about them taking off?
Huh?
This is going to be so great!
Indeed. Once we're finished, we can hold it in the palace.
A Dahnan Relic exhibition!
I'll let you serve as our exhibit guide, Rinwell.
Right! I'll study up so I can answer any question they throw at me.
And, if you could, please enjoy...
Who?
This shall be a feast for the senses.
We finally made it.
Yeah!
Right.
Yes! Ah!
But this is...
Wow.
Yes!
Oh!
Amazing! Nice work. Very nice.
Thanks.
Yes!
Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle?
Ho! Ho! Ho!
There's history in the air here. I can smell it.
I don't smell anything.
Don't encourage him.
Hey.
Yes. Oh.
Yay! What? Yeah!
Yes.
Yeah!
We avoided getting roasted in that ring. What we could really use is something to cap this off.
Sure. Got any ideas on what would be good?
Mabo curry. Fried bread stuffed with... curry.
You'd probably buy out the whole stock.
That treasure. What a sweet-sounding ring it has.
You really think so?
Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle?
That treasure. What a sweet-sounding ring it has.
You really think so?
Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle?
My word. This must be... the work of Providence.
Prava what now?
It means destiny. I think it's a bit of an exaggeration, though.
Guess I misread the landing.
That treasure. What a sweet-sounding ring.
It's like we've assembled every single owl in Dana.
You know, looking at them all, I think we very well may have. Talk about a spectacular sight.
Yeah. His Majesty and Her Majesty both seem pleased as well.
When she's all alone, her thoughts drift to sad places. I did all this so that she could have lots of friends and live happily ever after.
Hey, I get a little grumpy sometimes.
I'm interpreting for the owls.
Well, at least Hootle isn't alone.
Right. Hootle. If you keep traveling with us, it's going to be constant fighting, and you'll be put in a lot more danger. But... Plus, you can learn lots of new stuff with friends. Just like all the new things I've gotten to learn since I met Alphen and everyone else. All I could teach you was to jump from twig to twig. But now look at you. You're soaring to new heights. You can go wherever you want on your own now. So, stay here and be with your friends, okay?
Are you sure about this?
Hey, I didn't mean for you to...
It's okay. I made up my mind. We stuck with each other for as long as we did because we had no one else to depend on. Now, it's for the best we stay among our own kind. Take care of yourself, Hootle. Hootle? Hootle, no! Your friends are that way! Why can't you understand?
I think he's trying to say, I don't abandon my friends.
Huh?
Hootle has his own wings. If he wanted to leave, he could have left whenever he wanted to.
He can come back to this place whenever he wants to. But right now, what he wants is to be with you.
It's true that his own kind is here, and he knows that. But he won't know if you'll always be around, Rinwell.
But, I mean...
I think he's asking you whether you really want him to go.
No! Of course I don't really want him to go! Hootle's the only family I have left!
Then it's settled.
Hootle has a place to go home to whenever he wants, and that'll never change things between you.
Are you sure about this, Hootle?
Take care of our friend.
I pray your journey is a safe one.
Okay, enough already.
Thank you. Try to be nice to one another, Your Majesties.
Well, what's the answer?
Oh, well, yeah, of course.
Yeah, we'll both take care of each other.
I meant the owl's answer.
Let's go, Hootle!
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
That's insane.
Yes!
Really now.
I sense a poor soul who is in dire need.
Really now. Huh.
Is that so?
Well... Is this really a good... idea, though?
Are you not the one who wished to reach an accord with them?
So this is it! The Zoogle to end all Zoogles!
Its name would certainly suggest as much.
Let's give those researchers the shock of their lives!
Freezing storm! The flashing part's their weak point.
Try this!
Talon Hurricane! Let me show you what my art can do.
Ready, done! Awesome! You picked the wrong
It looks
fight!
like you got this one covered. Where's the stockpile? I'll cover you.
Armor won't save you!
Recover round and purify!
I'm going to need to use all the power of my healing arts to
Try harder!
I'm on a roll now!
Standing form. Sleep now. Get on in there with the others. Freeze Lancer!
Thunderfang!
I'm on a roll now!
Radiant There you go! Don't let up!
Explosive ring!
A chain between clouds. I'm going to use all the power of my touch. Divine Savior! You get the
Orochi Fury!
You get the gist.
Try this! Rush Blade!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Right.
Armor won't save you! Orochi Fury!
You get the gist. Got it! Now's our chance!
Explosive ring! I owe you one. Here I come!
Talon
Blow
Hurricane!
away!
Do it!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Take this!
Let me help.
It's over! Changing tactics!
There's no telling what it'll do. Stay focused! They're not playing around.
Orochi Fury!
Lock us away.
Try this!
I'm on a roll now!
Explosive ring! I'll smash you! I'm not done!
I don't feel like my usual self. Are you alright?
That tail's
Let me
the
handle
problem.
this one.
Then let us
Sorry
focus
to
there
disappoint
first.
you. I can feel the medicine
Now I'm in the groove!
Talon Hurricane! All right. It's
I'm not done! Orochi Fury!
Try
Try harder! Now!
You get the
Burn!
Immortal Droplet!
I can do this all day!
Healing
Try
Circle!
harder!
Tidal Wave!
Take it!
Roll
now! Ferocious Fury!
And thrust!
Let's tear him up! Whirlwind now! You're mine! I owe you one. Armor won't save you! Now I'm in the groove! Shouldn't have messed with me!
Water magic is out!
Raining Slide!
I'll
tear you apart!
Here's evil! You get the gist!
What's this?
You get the gist!
Explosive ring!
Cyclone!
They're crumbling! Now beat the crap out! Right, let's do this! Ferocious Fury! Eat this!
Lightning orb! Magic is out!
Explosive ring! Ignite!
This will come in handy!
No
The
escape!
enemy is going all out!
Ferocious Fury!
Chain between heaven and earth! Oh,
Explosive ring!
Rain down and purify!
Now I'm in the groove!
Show you what my art can do!
Attack time!
Photon
Take this!
Don't give up! Let's get you all tucked away!
Talon Sword! Raining Slash!
Photon Blast! More of that tornado! I will heal you all!
Ferocious Fury!
Healing Circle!
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Perhaps now we can
I really do.
Immortal Droplet! Do it! Vigara! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
We've reached our destination. Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
Yes.
Huh?
Hmm?
Really?
Really now.
I'm going to put their genius... to use in restoring Dana.
You're weighing recruitment options here, of all places? I admit I'm impressed.
After the help we've given them, it's the least they can do for us.
I think there's someone in trouble here.
Just great. Wow.
I see.
All right.
Very well.
How does this voice recording thing work? Hello, I'm Alphen. Hello, I'm Alphen.
Oh man, I hope I live long enough to regret this.
There you go! Don't let up!
Now I'm in the groove! Whirlwind snap!
I'll heal you
Take
all!
this! Roll now! Burn!
Raging Storm!
You're mine!
Healing Circle!
Ferocious Fury! Oh, now you're talking! Here I go! Try this!
Tunnel!
So much for sitting this bug out.
That wouldn't be a complaint, I hear.
Nope, that'd be silly.
You're mine!
Yes, evil!
In a bind?
Freeze Lancer!
Try harder! on it! I'll finish you here and now!
Healing circle!
Let's tear him up!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara.
Hear my power!
Here I come! Shattering the pieces! Attack time!
Outstanding form.
Orochi's Fury! Power Storm!
My astral energy!
Armor won't save
Blah,
you!
blah, blah, magic! Air drop! Blah, blah, blah.
Raining slap! Not a chance! Here I
I'll
come!
heal you all!
Rising Falcon!
Amazing. They're not playing around.
Time for one more!
Blah, blah, blah.
Explosive
Feel
wave!
it. This is
That'll bring you down!
Now this one's all mine! Burn!
I'm going to use all the power of my
Now I have no limits! Here I come! I won't lose. Not now, not ever! Win!
It looks like you got this one covered.
Watch this! Eternal devastation! Flaming pillar! Fire!
Take it.
Take this! I'll smash you! I'm on a roll now!
Blow swipe.
Raining slap!
It's Regan.
You're mine! This ain't no!
My astral
Try this!
Thunderblade.
Now I'm in the cloud! Eat this!
Divine savior. There. Now.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
A whirling
You're
struggle.
mine!
Radiant.
This one's for you,
Ninja
Dad.
cannon.
Raining slap!
Burst forth.
No
Lunar
escape!
corruption.
Orochi's Fury!
Magic is
Attack
down.
time!
Air
Now
drop.
you see what I can do!
Gemini Aqua. Blah, blah, blah. Got it.
Orochi's Fury!
Now what chance?
Try harder! Rising Falcon! I'm not
Blah,
done!
blah, blah. The enemy is going all out.
Try this! I'll finish you here and now! Burn! You may be strong, but I'll never back down! I'll smash you! I'm on a roll now! Here I come! Orochi's Fury! Try this for you, Dad! Can't get out of this! Tectonic punch! Orochi's Fury!
All good things come to an end.
You're finished!
You see what happened there is you crossed me. You shouldn't have done that.
Don't give up.
Attack time!
Magic is there. You get the gist.
Watch this!
In here. This is
Holy Hurricane! Not done yet! Burn! Now
the Raging Storm.
Now
They're crumbling.
Now we beat this crap out!
Remind me to stay on your good side.
It's this I can carve through armor!
Will this help? Healing circle.
Alright, Ray. What's going on?
Holy Land.
Alright, give me a second and I'll save this and get off this and I'll help you.
They're not playing around.
He's literally at like 2% HP.
This one's all mine! You picked the wrong fight!
Ready and
Not
ready.
done!
I've let you all down.
You'll pay for that! You're mine! Blow away!
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Alright. Please don't be another boss. I think it's just this one because he was level 99. Of course. It's always a bigger, better boss.
Try this! Explosive ring! I can carve through armor!
This one looks a little bit easier.
Inspiration! Blow away! I'm on strike! Can't get out of this!
I'm going to need to use all the power of my
Burn! The flame inside me yearns to be let free! I really owe you one. Orochi's Fury! First strike! I'll finish you here and now!
Tidal wave! You get the gist. Freeze!
Here I come!
You get the gist. Feel! I can do this all day. Here's the evil.
Severing wind! Start up!
Not when I'm ready.
Stay away from my friend!
Divine
Thunder! I'll burn it all! Flaming pillar! Fire!
Flaming pillar. Fire.
The waters of creation.
Is this it?
Oh wow.
Raging precipitation. Spread. Blah blah blah. Air thrust.
Take this!
You get the gist. Ready and Lunar blast. Lightning condensed. Thunder blast. The chain between heaven and earth. Magic is am. I'll bring you back from death. You get the gist. In here. I'll be saving this for the hero.
Not done yet!
Magic is am.
Here I come!
Now
Armor won't save you! Is this it?
Don't leave me. Far enough. Freeze Lancer.
Dust to dust!
I'll bring you back from death to this.
I'm on a roll! So fine not too long ago.
Man, that takes 40 CC to do?
Healing it.
Try harder!
Now! Thanks for the healing. Watch yourself, okay? Yeah.
See what happened there?
You too.
Crossed me. Take Shouldn't have done that. Orochi's Fury!
Oh, sparkling stars of light. Rain down and peel. May 1,000 gales
I owe you
carry
one.
you to triumph.
Rain up high!
I'm probably not gonna be good.
Here's
I'm out of CP.
Healing
I can't use items.
Here's
Tells it'll rise.
I'll crush you!
I have 62 hours in this game and still ain't beat it.
Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Raging
Now you see what I can do! Not today!
Now! Get toasty!
Burn
Cut in the half.
A whirling struggle.
Mirage Blade!
Lunar
Take
corruption!
it! Talent Hurricane! Orochi's Fury! Burn! Thunderfang! Thunder! Talent Storm!
Feel!
Raining Slash!
Lunar corruption! The
Orochi's
enemy
Fury!
is going all out! A banana!
Shattering! Raging! Orochi's Fury!
Blah blah blah. Air blast! You get the gist. Explosion!
Try harder! Raining Slash! That one's all mine! No! It can't end here!
Okay.
Now you see what I can...
Flame! Back in the It can't be happening!
Oh, Theon's dead.
All good things come to an end. Into everlasting darkness. Negative gate. Resonate with the earth. I've let you all down.
Oh well.
This is my fault. Rhapsody of darkness. Can't get out of this.
Judgment spin! Denied! This one's mine!
On your knees.
Assault! Flaming meteor!
Raging lunar sword. Resonate with the earth. Stalagmite. On your
Lion
knees.
Howl! Piercing roar!
Air pressure.
Water snake
Stalagmite. On your knees. Air pressure.
Time to shine! Water snake wing!
Raging lunar sword. The earth throbs in pain. Raging lunar sword. Not like this.
Alright. Not gonna save this shit. Got my ass beat.